Give it back. There you
Like a shh, shh, shh. I turn this on to connect.
Oh, no, my skin. The right now. Give it back. There you
Like a shh, shh, shh. I turn this on to connect.
What? Oh, no, my skin. The right now.
Okay, sorry.
I'm saying sorry too.
Like a shh, shh, shh. I turn this on to connect.
What? Oh, no, my skin. The right now.
Okay, sorry. Hello. Who is hello? There's only one person.
Why is your thing so long?
Why is the thing so what? Sorry. Good morning, everyone. This is the first time I'm do streaming the on the YouTube. So please give me some time to get used to it. Adjusting. Hey, why is the screen? Can all of you hear me? Sorry. Okay. If you hear me, can you please type something in the chat so that I know that you are with me? Yes, can hear me, Okay, because the live chat, it takes a bit, it has some delayed. So, yeah, 18-second delay. Mm. Okay, good morning, everyone. If you hear me, please, you type good morning in the chat, please. You hi, hello, you are greeting everybody else, or are you greeting to me? Hi, good morning. How many of you going to actually today's session suitable for whoever is going to take SPM 5 years down the road? So how many of you are going to SMK, USJ 13? Okay, I see. See the messages coming in. The delay is really, really long. Okay. So today's is about the preparation learning mathematics in secondary school. Ya, selamat sejahtera kepada semua. Selamat datang hari ini. Okay. So today I'm going to mix BM and English. Why? Because when you go to secondary school, these are the two languages that you are going to learn. Okay? So yeah. So when I speak BM, I think it's quite slow. So I think all of you should be able to catch it lah. Huh? Correct. Oh, okay. Nurin Ima is going to USJ 23. Okay, kenapa? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let us start now. Okay. Let me introduce myself first. Okay. I am Eva's mommy. Okay. Now this is my qualification. I need to know. I study in education with mathematics. Okay. And I have more than 20 years of experience lah, in teaching mathematics and ed maths, local syllabus. Hello. Sorry. Okay. I just got a call to let me know that everybody can hear me. Ya, ini pertama kali saya buat live stream melalui YouTube. Okay, I don't want to use the Google Meet because I prefer Zoom. So I'm actually using Zoom to stream through the YouTube. Okay, so get back to my self-introduction. I have been teaching maths and maths, local syllabus and IGCSE syllabus for more than 20 years. Okay, so kalau kamu tanya berkenaan dengan matematik, ialah saya sangat berpengalaman. Okay, now these are I also write the book, but for at maths lah, and also for Form 5, Form 4 and Form 5 maths. Okay, even though I'm more to Form 4 and Form 5, but I also teach one class for Form 1 to Form 3, each form, because I believe that we always start with the end in mind. Okay? Untuk menguasai tingkatan 4 dan tingkatan 5, asas yang sangat penting di tingkatan 1 hingga tingkatan 3 adalah sangat penting. Okay? So itu sebabnya hari ini saya buat sesi perkongsian ini. Okay? Untuk menyediakan kalian macam mana belajar matematik di sekolah menengah nanti. Okay? So are you all ready? Now, of course, this is the objective. First of all, before you start your secondary school, you need to buy the right tools. Okay, apakah peralatan yang sesuai? Okay, apakah peralatan yang sesuai? Calculator, nanti kita akan tengoklah. Okay, so this is the first objective. And then secondly, I need to prepare your mindset in learning the mathematics in secondary school. Sama ada kamu belajar dalam bahasa Melayu atau bahasa Inggeris. Okay? Tak ada bezanya. Yeah? So all of you, if you have problem understanding, because I know some of you more to Mandarin at home, so you seldom use either English or BM, please leave your message in the chat. I will try to repeat myself, or I speak very slowly so that everybody can get what I want to say. Okay, so the second objective is to prepare all of you how to learn maths in secondary school. Okay, I'm not sure whether you get DLP or not DLP. Okay, what is DLP? What is non-DLP? We will talk about it later. Then the third objective, okay, belajar cara yang betul untuk menunjukkan jalan kerja matematik. Okay, as I said, I have to prepare you with the end in mind. So apa yang kamu buat sekarang untuk tingkatan 1 hingga tingkatan 3, dia akan bukan menjejaskan, dia akan it will affect your way of answering question in Form 4 and Form 5. Okay? Now, why do I mention about SPM? I have to let you know, when you sit for SPM, okay, in Form 5, okay, you'll be tested all the maths from Form 1 until Form 5. Okay, nanti SPM, kandungan yang diuji adalah dari tingkatan 1 hingga tingkatan 5. Jadi asas tingkatan 1 hingga tingkatan 3 adalah sangat penting. Okay? And then understand what does it mean by hot question, or we say KBAT. Okay, soalan kemahiran beraras tinggi. Okay? Yeah. So these are our objectives. So shall we move on? Are you okay? If I can move on, please say okay. Or yeah, type okay in the chat, then I move on. If you have any question, you also can put under the chat, or maybe later kita ada satu sesi soal jawab. Kalau Daddy Mami ada, kamu boleh tuliskan soalan kamu dalam sehelai kertas dulu. Nanti masa sesi soal jawab, kalian boleh tanya lah. Okay, shall I move on? Now, okay, even though I put 3 hours, but actually 1 hour plus we can finish up. Okay, I'm not very long-winded. Okay, now first, let's go into what are the mathematical tools to buy. Okay, peralatan matematik yang betul, jangan beli yang salah, jangan beli yang cetak rompak ya. Yes, calculator also we have the cetak rompak punya version. Okay, so calculator. Now, model yang perlu dibeli mestilah model 570. 570. Yang model lain 350, sorry, okay, forget about it. Kalau kamu beli 350, nanti naik tingkatan 4 dan 5, kamu kena beli lagi. Okay, not worth it ya. So kita kena beli model ini. Ada dua model yang terkini di pasaran. So my suggestion is EX lebih lebih sesuai lah, lebih senang untuk digunakan. Okay, kenapa? Sebab EX dia akan memberi paparan terutamanya pecahan dalam bentuk pecahan. Ya, okay, I show you this. Let me show you this. I have this with me. Okay, this is 570 ms. I don't have the 570EX in my computer. So what do I mean is, if I want to key in 8/9, 9/8, 8/9. So as you read, you key in. This is the fraction button. It's not loading. Hey, how come? Tak dapat tunjuk. Sekejap. Can. Online can. Okay, the home TV cannot. Okay, never mind. So 8/9. Okay, 8/9. When I key in, enter. So the display, okay, the display will show you 8/9 like this. But for the EX, it will show the display like the usual fraction that we see lah. The usual fraction that we write is like this. Okay, the usual fraction. I cannot see where my screen is. Okay, so if you key in 8/9, then it will come out like this. Okay, paparan screen calculator akan memaparkan 8/9 macam ni. Okay?
The second one.
Yeah, the second one, EX. All right. So, of course, harga beza lah. Ini lebih mahal, ini lebih murah sikit. Beli dari kedai yang bertauliah, I'll call it bertauliah, is it? No, you buy from Popular. You don't buy from Pasar Malam, ya. Pasar Malam may sell you very cheap calculator, okay? But the one is cetak rompak. You know what's cetak rompak? That means not the, yeah, it's like a fake one. Taupan. Okay, yang cetak rompak walaupun pengiraan biasa, okay, tak ada masalah. Tetapi apabila kita melakukan pengiraan khas, contohnya kalau kita ada formula, okay, formula tertentu atau pengiraan fungsi tertentu atau pengamiran, pembezaan, okay, the topic you'll be learning in secondary, in Form 4 or Form 5. Yeah, then the calculator might give you the different answer. So you buy the actual one. Yeah, the not the cetak rompak kind of, what's the opposite of cetak rompak? Okay, I cannot remember what's the name. Okay, never mind. No, it's not the real one. Okay, doesn't really matter. So this is the right tool. 570, asalkan 570. Okay, jangan beli 350. Okay, 350. Alright. 350. Sama MS ke EX ke tak kisah, jangan beli 350. Okay? Yang lain, model lain, I have no comment. Okay? Tapi inilah dua model yang dibenarkan dalam peperiksaan SPM nanti. So if SPM can bring in, that means Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, USA or at the school exam, you are allowed to use. Okay? That is the reason I have to do it today. Because I know later on, you'll be, starting to buy all your tools already. I don't want you to buy the wrong things. So ini adalah peralatan pertama yang paling penting, mesti beli calculator. Jangan guna calculator dalam handphone because you are not allowed to bring handphone in the exam hall. Okay, you are not allowed to bring handphone in an exam hall. Last year, we have a few students bring handphone in the exam hall accidentally, ya. Semasa SPM. Lepas tu, kertasnya dikira tak sah lah sebab dia bawa handphone ke dalam. Then you buy the calculator, you got to use it. Okay, biasakan anda dengan calculator sendiri. Ya, you need time to get used to it also. Kalau tidak, nanti macam mana kamu tahu butang mana kena tekan? Atau jari kamu terlalu besar ke untuk menekan butang pada calculator? So all this takes time to familiarize with your tools. Understand? Okay, all these minor things you may think that it's not important. It does affect you psychologically during the exam. As I said, I prepare you right from the start. Begin with the end in mind. So apa yang kita buat sekarang, dia akan so-called affect lah, menjejaskan prestasi kita dalam SPM nanti. Okay, now pembaris pun sangat penting. Okay, pembaris kalau nak belilah pembaris plastik macam ni. Jangan beli pembaris kayu ke atau pembaris plastik yang lain. Okay, inilah yang paling sesuai. Why? Accurate. Kalau dia fleksibel pun dia bentuk dia maintain. Bentuk dia tak akan lari. Saya pernah beli pembaris plastik yang lain, ya. Sebab saya nak flexibility untuk melukis graf, tapi I mendapati pembaris itu lepas saya melengkungkan dia, tak dapat nak luruskan dia balik. So kalau saya guna pembaris itu untuk melukis garisan, garisan itu dia tidak memuaskan dari segi skema pemakahan peperiksaan. So beli pembaris ini dia tak mahal langsung. Kalau yang pembaris panjang RM1 or less than that, or 20 cents or 30 cents. Cannot remember because I always buy things like tick. Then only I pay over the counter. I never really look at the price. Okay, so easily available, boleh beli dari Speedmart, so not an issue. Jangan beli pembaris kayu, pembaris besi. Tak usah beli yang tu lah. Beli yang ini panjang ke pendek. Alright, pendek 15 cm atau 20 cm. 30 cm untuk graf lah. Untuk lukisan graf. We will use the long ruler more when we come to Form 4 and Form 5. Okay? Just get yourself used to this kind of ruler. Yeah? Don't buy others. Now, lepas tu, compasses dengan protractor. Yes. Jangka lukis dan jangka sudut. Belilah jangka lukis. Ini panggil jangka lukis. Compasses. Not the compass you see north, south, east, and west. Okay? That one is called compass. This is called compasses. Okay? Beli yang jenis pencil mechanical. Okay? The mechanical pencil must attach together. Don't try to buy the one with the pencil whereby you can take out and put back. No, don't buy that kind. All right? And you don't buy the mechanical pencil type also allow you to take out and put back. No. Why? The moment you keep taking it out or putting it back, the things will become loosened. When it loose, right? So if you need to use the compasses to draw, your diagram may be you are not able to produce a nice drawing or accurate drawing. Kita nak lukisan yang tepat lah. Okay, so not just nice, tetapi tepat. So jangan beli compasses yang type yang pencil lah, yang jenis pencil atau jenis yang boleh dikeluarkan. No, just buy the attached one. This one, if I'm not mistaken, during my time, we buy RM3 something. Now I think RM4, less than RM5. They sell separately. No need to buy set geometry yang satu set tu, tak perlu sebab kita tak guna semuanya. Kita hanya guna jangka lukis dengan protractor sahaja. Yang jangka jangka sudut, sorry, itu panggil apa? The set square yang ya the triangle yang panggil apa yang tu? Okay lah, yang berbentuk segitiga tepat tu, we don't use that. We only use this two, so you can buy separately. Okay, don't buy this, Okay, now protractor also got many types. Which one should you buy? No need to buy the full circle one. Half circle is good enough. Okay, half circle is good enough. Now half circle also you have to see skala pada jangka sudut itu mestilah skala yang macam ni lah. This one not so good. The one at the bottom here, still can use, but I feel that it's not very accurate as compared to this. You need a lot of lines because sometimes when we measure the angle, right? Okay, kalau kita nak mengukur sudut, ya, these are sudut ya. Kita perlu kadang-kala garisan yang terlibat tu pendek. So kalau pendek kita guna yang ini. So unless kita panjangkan lah. Okay, melainkan kita panjangkan supaya garisan itu sampailah bahagian jangka sudut kat sini, barulah kita boleh nampak ya sudut yang lebih tepat. But this one it's easier. Yeah, so between these two okay, but between these two, this is more suitable.
There's also many lines.
Yeah, many lines. We need a lot of lines. Kalau tidak, kenapa kita panggil dia jangka sudut? Nak mengukur. Nak mengukur mesti ada the divisor of our ruler must be sufficient. Okay?
The school got give, but I don't know which one.
Okay. All right. Kenna, any other question? So done with the second tools only. Now let's go to the third tools. Hey, pen also. Pen, ballpoint pen. I know all of you like to buy the gel pen, but sorry, gel pen, it's not allowed in the exam. Then you may say, okay, never mind. Usually I use gel pen. Then during an exam, I use the ballpoint pen. Very different, okay? Yes, very different because you're so used to gel pen already. Wow, very smooth. Very smooth. Masa kamu tulis pun rasa macam senang. Okay, seronok ya. Sebab sangat smooth lah, smooth panggil apa, sangat licin ya. Tapi masa exam baru kamu nak tukar kepada ballpoint pen, kamu rasa saya kena guna lebih daya untuk melukis. Atau masa saya lukis dia tak not as smooth as the gel pen. So all these minor things affect your emotion state during the exam. Understand? Yeah lah. Okay. So yeah, Eva, keep correcting me. If y'all can hear her, please ignore. All right. Now, if you really want to use the gel pen, make sure the one that you buy is waterproof and smudge proof. Okay, you try to write on a piece of paper. Okay, lepas tu kamu rendam kertas kamu dalam air 5 minit ke 10 minit, tengok kesan lukisan itu masih ada tak? Okay, kenapa? Who knows? Later your exam paper kena banjir ke, kena air, lepas tu kertas peperiksaan kamu sudah jadi comot sebab dia bukan kalis comot. It's got smudge. So your answer won't be seen. So all this thing you have to think about it lah. So why do you need to wait until the exam time then only you use the ballpoint pen? You have to start using it, okay? Using it now, not later. Okay? Anything that you're not familiar during the exam, sorry, it will somehow affect your emotion state or psychological state. Okay? So biasakan kamu sendiri sebelum peperiksaan yang sebenar. Yeah? Okay. And then one more thing, I know a lot of students, they like to use pencil. When they do exercise, semasa buat latihan di sekolah, tingkatan 1, 2, 3 ke, okay. Even Form 4 and Form 5 students, they like to use pencil to do their schoolwork. Okay. They don't use pen. Because a lot of student feedback to me, cikgu nanti kalau saya guna pen, saya kena guna banyak correction tape. Okay, might as well I use the pencil. If not correct, so I just erase it. It's a wrong mindset. Okay, it's a wrong mindset. Yeah, because when you feel that you can erase it anytime, you will be not careful. Okay, psychologically you feel that it's okay. Kalau buat salah, saya padamkan, buat semula lah. Tapi dalam exam, correction tape tidak dibenarkan. Okay, liquid paper tidak dibenarkan. So masa kamu buat salah, kamu kena batalkan dengan guna pen anda. So nanti kamu tengok kertas jawapan kamu sangat tak kemas. Psychologically, you also feel that, correct ke? Atau saya ni tak pandai lah, tak boleh jawab soalan dengan betul. Macam ni. So all this affect you psychologically. So you have to start using your pen when you are in Form 1. Salah lah. Then why don't you be extra careful? Okay, you have to think this way. Okay, buat latihan sebelum peperiksaan. Bukan masa peperiksaan barulah nak biasakan anda dengan pen kamu. So all these tools will affect you somehow. You may not see, but this is my experience to share with you. Yeah, I noticed that when students use pen, use pencil, cantik. Okay, semua betul. Tapi masa guna pen saja, sini salah, sana salah, sini careless, sana careless. Why? They cannot relate psychological and emotion state with the tools that they're using. Okay. All right, now mechanical pencil, yes, you can use it, but when do we use? As I said, jangan guna pencil semasa kamu buat latihan, tetapi pencil amat diperlukan untuk buat apa? Untuk lukisan graf, buat garisan. Kalau kita nak label, tandakan maklumat dalam diagram, okay? Diagram atau gambar raja. Okay, kita guna pencil. Guna mechanical pencil lah. Okay, mechanical pencil with the 2B lead. Choose the good one. Don't choose those like toys. Okay, belilah mechanical pencil yang bagus lah. Kamu kena cuba sendiri. Okay, so ingat kita guna pencil untuk lukis garisan. Graf. Jangan guna pen untuk lukis graf. Jangan. Okay, label maklumat pada gambar raja, guna pencil. Sebab kalau kita label, kita buat, lepas tu macam tak betul, kita boleh padamkan. Sebab gambar raja yang diberi ialah sebahagian daripada soalan. Kalau kita comotkan soalan tu, gambar raja tu, nanti kita nak buat susah. Okay? Faham ya? If you use the pen to label your diagram, you may label wrongly or you may fill in the wrong information. So after that, you want to redo everything. You cannot erase the information that you just labeled. And the diagram is actually part of the question. So if you make your question not easily to be comprehended or understood, then it will affect your final answer as well. Okay, remember. So you have to get yourself used to it. Okay, draw graph, draw lines, draw everything, draw margin, pencil. But when you start to write your working, pen. And do it, start from your first day of your Form 1 in maths. In other subjects, also the same thing. Okay, don't wait until the exam time. When I say exam time, it's the serious exam SPM. Then only you try to change. Because a lot of students, they say, teacher, never mind. Later, I know I will use pen. I know cannot use gel pen. Later, I will use ballpoint pen. I say different. Because you cannot try to adapt to the new things during the exam. You want to adapt before the exam. Okay? All right, that's the first part of the right tools. So the tools that you need to buy, the rest are very not very expensive item. Yang mahal tu ialah calculator. So belilah calculator yang betul. Okay, dia boleh tahan dari tingkatan 1 sampailah university. Yes, university level. Jangan beli calculator yang paparan screen besar yang boleh lukis graph. Sorry, that calculator is not allowed in the exam hall. Tak guna kamu pakai ya, tak guna kamu beli, alright? Belilah yang model 570 EX lah, EX lebih baik lah. Okay, next the mindset. Okay, the mindset okay. Now, what is DLP? So right from the beginning, I mentioned DLP and non-DLP. Now, apa itu DLP? DLP ialah dual language program. Program dui bahasa. It's not that you are learning the maths and science, only maths and science, we have this kind of thing, in both languages. No. Okay, the DLP, dia akan mengalirkan pelajar kepada kelas mempelajari matematik dan sains dalam BI, non-DLP, belajar matematik dan sains dalam BM. Who will go to DLP? Who will go to non-DLP? Okay ya. Nah, bagi pelajar yang mata pelajaran bahasa Melayu, TP lebih rendah daripada 5. Okay? Yes. Lower than TP5 ya. You will go to the Malay aliran bahasa Melayu. Okay, the non-DLP lah. So if you're TP5 and 6, okay, high chance 6 definitely go to DLP. Bahasa Melayu bahasa Melayu TP6 pasti dapat DLP lah. Okay, I'm referring to SMK USJ 13. Okay, kalau kamu pergi ke USJ 12 ke atau Seafield ya, they have more DLP class. Sebab dalam sekolah SMK USJ 13, kita ada hanya 3 kelas DLP sahaja. So siapa yang masuk DLP, yang dapat TP6 tu, masuklah DLP. Okay, pasti masuk. Okay, yang dapat TP5 kalau English okay juga, so also DLP. But for those who are getting TP4 KIV, okay, kamu akan diberi non-DLP tapi kamu tunggu. After 1 month some of the student they might apply to go other school, they transfer to other school then we have a lot of spaces in DLP class, then you can apply to go in. Okay, I was told by another parents, the USJ 12 they have 7 DLP. Seafield fully DLP, that is for the year before lah. But I think this year they are going to make it compulsory. They must have non-DLP class. Okay, they must have non-DLP class for cannot be fully in English. Yeah, but that one is not the main point. Whatever stream that you get, DLP or non-DLP, these are the lists that has a DLP, offer DLP. Okay, Subang Jaya they have lah, but USJ 13 hanya 3 kelas saja. Okay, these are the other school in our Petaling Perdana. So if you are coming from not Petaling Perdana, you refer to your JPN list search for DLP school that offer DLP. Okay, now dapat DLP atau non-DLP doesn't really matter. The most important thing is, the syarat the syarat, student with BM result TP5 and 6 shall be given priority. Okay, diberi keutamaan okay, I don't say guarantee, but diberi keutamaan. Okay, now so within 1 month, this is for SMK USJ 13 lah. Okay, student will get a sekolah asrama penuh. Okay, they will go out of the school. Our school is called sekolah harian biasa. Okay, So yang asrama, that means the what? SVP is what? The hostel, the one with the hostel, MRSM. Okay, then they will leave. They will leave our the normal daily school. So we have more space to offer to other students. Okay, so you can apply to get a place in DLP. So you yourself, the students, you kena pandai lah dengar apa yang cikgu dalam kelas cakap, okay, atau minta daripada cikgu kalau nak masuk DLP, kalau ada kekosongan, kamu nak buat permohonan. So minta cikgu untuk apa memaklumkan kamu lah. Okay, cikgu kelas lah, guru kelas kamu masa kamu naik ke sekolah menengah nanti. Okay, tapi yang paling penting, whether you get DLP or non-DLP, you have to be prepared to learn maths in Malay or English. I know a lot of students from Chinese school, they will try to search for, ayah, ada tak tuition dalam bahasa Mandarin? Okay, now I'm from Chinese school, okay? I graduate from SJKC also. When I go to secondary school, that time we all learn in BM. We all learn in BM. How do I learn? I try to translate, Okay, never mind. Let me see. Yeah. I share with you my experience because for those who come from a Chinese background, okay, we will try to I try to translate. Okay, I learn the science terms, right? Wah, apa itu calcium, natrium, lepas tu ada apa? Magnesium. Apa tu? Saya tak faham, saya tak boleh hafalkan. Okay, saya tak boleh hafalkan benda tu sebab itu alien kepada saya. So what do? I go and find a dictionary. I search, apakah itu magnesium dalam bahasa Cina? Dan lepas tu, alamak, perkataan bahasa Cina tu saya pun tak faham, pun alien. It's a new name. So I have to memorize the new name, and then I have to memorize the translation back to bahasa Melayu. Then after 1 month, I give up because I suddenly, nobody tell me, but I suddenly feel that, hey, if I have to relearn everything in the Chinese version, which is also an alien to me, why do I need to waste that kind of effort, waste that kind of time to translate to Chinese, and then I have to translate to English? I have to do double job. Okay, I have to do double job. Might as well I memorize everything in Malay. So since then I give up, and then I start to learn the terms in Bahasa Melayu. It's just like you meet new friends. Takkanlah kamu nama, let's say your friend's name is called Katerina. Katerina, then you translate to Kaiterina. It's still a new name to you. Kaiterina also you have to memorize. So you memorize the name in that language itself. That is the mindset that you should have. Don't try to go and find, tuition dalam bahasa Mandarin. I tell you, in short term, you may see the effect. But in long run, sorry, it will not give you any good things. In fact, it will make you doesn't perform your best during the exam, especially SPM. I let you know why. Because in SPM, we have a lot of, we design the question in such a way that student need to read a paragraph. Kamu kena baca soalan dalam perkataan yang panjang, dalam satu perenggan. And then daripada situ, kamu kena keluarkan maklumat, okay? Lepas tu, menyelesaikan masalah. You have to solve the mathematical problem using the maths concept that you have learned. It's not the direct question. It's not like, 1 plus 1. Okay, go and find out 1 plus 1, how to do. Or a 5 divided by 6. Or they sometimes can give you something that goes like this, x squared minus 5x plus 6, and then divided by x minus 2. Let's say. It's not question like this. No. Question like this, you say, when the teacher explain in BM or English, saya tak faham lah, so saya kena cari orang yang boleh cakap dalam bahasa Mandarin, explain to me how to do this. Sorry, in the actual exam, SPM, okay, UASA pun sama, sebab kita kena menyediakan pelajar ke arah SPM, soalan tak akan senang terus macam ini. Soalannya adalah dalam bentuk masalah yang dalam perenggan, yang diberi dalam perenggan, diberi dalam satu situasi. You have to read the question, interpret the question yourself. Who is going to translate for you? Nobody. So why do you want to learn it in Mandarin? Okay, I have to see this because I see a lot of online tuition they offer in Mandarin. I feel that it's not right lah. I have to say like this, it's not right because we have a lot of questions that need students to interpret. Okay, you get BM, you get English, you have to make sure at most 3 months you adapt to the new learning environment. I'm sharing from someone from SJKC background. I'm from SJKC. When I go to SMK, everything in Bahasa Melayu. Macam mana saya menyesuaikan saya sendiri? Saya tak pergi cari, ada tak cikgu yang mengajar dalam bahasa Mandarin? No. Because, especially mathematics, bahasa matematik tu sebenarnya tak susah. And even some of the science term is not difficult. You just need to remember this. Some new terms to you, it's just like some new friend that you meet. You got to remember your friend's name. You don't translate your friend's name into Mandarin. You get what I mean? So if you are trying to, okay, never mind, I don't understand. I get some, I mean, you want to have BM tuition with some Mandarin assistant or the teacher will be able to explain to you in a little bit of Mandarin, can. But you can only allow yourself to do it fully in BM in the shortest period of time. This is the mindset that you should have. This is the mindset that you should have. I am very concerned. More and more tuition center offer, oh, we are teaching maths and science and sejarah and geography dalam bahasa Mandarin. A lot of students go there, really. In terms of income to them, it's very good, okay? But to you as student, okay, you as the student, it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do you any good because our exam is not direct question. You need to read the question, interpret yourself, and answer yourself using your own words in the sejarah and geography. Yeah, maths not that difficult lah, but sejarah, geography, you got to learn in that language yourself. So for the first 3 months, mungkin susah sikit sebab kamu kena menyesuaikan diri. Tapi lepas tiga bulan tu, you akan biasakan sendirilah. Okay? Kalau bukan 3 bulan, 6 bulan boleh tak? 6 bulan. You give yourself some time to adapt. Okay? Alright? And of course, you prepare a notebook to record the words that you're not familiar with it. You don't understand. You prepare a book lah. Okay? You have to do this thing. But not to write translation, every translation to Mandarin. Okay? No. Okay? I have to tell you very, very seriously. If you think of doing that, no, cannot. I have student transfer from the Duzhong private the Chinese school, and then he transfer back to the normal school, the SMK. When he come to tuition center, okay, I teach them in a tuition center. He said, "Teacher, can you speak in Mandarin? I don't understand what you're talking about." I said, "No. I understand when you speak Mandarin to me. You can ask in Mandarin, but I will answer you in BM or English." I know I'm a little bit cruel, but this is the fact. This is the fact. If I continue to teach him in Mandarin, it doesn't do him any good because we know that the question, it's not direct question. So you have to be cruel to yourself. Okay? You may get someone who are able to understand the Mandarin, but they don't speak Mandarin to you during the tuition. Really. Okay? For long term, it will be good. You are learning that language through mathematics as well. That's why kalau kamu dapat kelas non-DLP, kamu belajar dalam bahasa Melayu, tak ada masalah. Kamu kena belajarlah dalam bahasa itu. After all, sejarah lah, geografi lah, pendidikan moral lah, pun dalam bahasa Melayu. So you are using the maths and science to brush up your Bahasa Melayu also. It's the same concept when our ex-prime minister say we have to learn maths and science in English to help the students to master in English. It's the same concept. We also use maths and science to help you to master in Bahasa Melayu. Okay? All right. And then you have to set a target to learn fully in either Malay or English in the 4th month onward. Understand? You have to set a target for yourself. Don't give yourself like, never mind, I got tuition in Mandarin. Don't worry. I am very worried. You yourself don't worry. Your parents don't worry because you don't see the effect after that. The question is not like this. Later I show you the SPM question. How does it look like? Okay. All right. Now, of course, in the transition period, I let you know what are this is a list, a very short list of translation between the BM or English terms with the Chinese, yeah? Now, tambah, add, jia, tolak, we use either minus or subtract, jian. Darab, multiply, cheng, bahagi, divide, chu. Dibahagi oleh, divided by 除以 maybe you yourself 除和除以你都弄不清楚，对不对？Okay, penambahan is the kata nama ya, addition, 加法 penolakan, subtraction, 减法 pendaraban, multiplication, 乘法 Okay, you still understand ya? No issue. Okay, come to this. Jumlah, 和数 perbezaan, difference, 差数hasil darab, product, 基数 hasil bahagi, quotient, 商数 Did you learn this in primary school? 和数、差数、基数、商数 Okay? Baki, remainder, 余数 Now comes something that Okay? Nombor nisbah, rational number, 有理数 I tell you what, this one 有理数 is a wrong translation. It's the wrong translation, but it is widely used in the Chinese. In China also, they are using 有理数. But actually, rational number is not 有理. Even though we say, oh, you have to think rationally, it's actually translate from there lah. Rational basically come from ratio, 比例. That's why nombor nisbah is the nearest one. So it cannot be 有理数. The correct one is 比例数. So can you see that? What is 有理数? You still have to understand what is 有理数. Might as well you stick to your mind nombor nisbah or rational number that is written in ratio. Okay, I give you more example. Nombor ganjil, odd number. In Chinese, either you say 单数或者是奇数，读成奇I'm teaching Mandarin also， 不是奇不是奇，可是你也可以当它是奇怪的奇，人家都是出双入对，它就单独一个人 ，very odd， 很奇怪。可是我们不读成奇数，读成奇数。Nombor genap, even number, 双数 or 偶数。Still understand, right? Nombor perdana, prime number, 质数。You have learned this, no issue. This thing come. This one is very new in your form 1. Factors. Okay, factor, factors. Now, factor, you know, like sebab. Sebab, the factors is like the root cause. So what is the root cause of certain number? In Chinese, 因数 or 约数. Something new. It's a new name to you. You have to memorize. And then prime factor, 质因数. Okay? Something doesn't make sense to you anymore because you look at it, if you don't know, you don't know lah. 公因数, 公约数. And then we have the highest common factor, faktor sepunya terbesar, 最大公约数. Okay? Now, these new things you have to memorize in Chinese, and then you have to translate it back to BM or English. Might as well you save that steps, go straight to BM or English. Understand? Some more example. Kuasa 2, squares. 平方. Kuasa 3, cubes. 立方. Square root, the root of it. 平方根. Cube root, 立方根. It may make sense to you, but then you use the same effort to memorize the Chinese and then you have to translate back to English or BM. Might as well you cut that step, go straight to the BM version. Nisba, ratio. This one you learn in primary school. B. Kadar, rates. Lü, perkadaran, 比例. Algebra, the English and BM version is the same. 代数. Sebutan algebra, 代数项. What is that? Ungkapan algebra, 代数式. Persamaan algebra, 代数方程. They're so close to each other. They're so close to each other. So the same effort do you memorize and translate, you cut that step, go straight to BM or English version. Pekali, coefficient, 系数 or 计数, something that attached to the variable. Sebutan, 项. 项, what is 项? In Chinese, 项 is like 项目, 脖子, 景象. So in maths, it's something new. You have to memorize the meaning, you have to translate back. Might as well you go straight to BM and English. Don't waste your time, really. Okay? And then persamaan linear equation. By the name of the BM and English, it's very easy. Linear, straight line. And then in Chinese, 一次方程式. Okay, never mind. Persamaan linear dalam satu pemboleh ubah. Linear equation in one variable. So I know it's in one variable. In Chinese, 一元一次方程式. What is the difference between 元 and 次? It's new to you. I know for those who don't go to 读中, they feel that, very simple lah. We have 二元一次方程式, 二元二次方程式, because their environment is in Mandarin environment. But for us, coming from the Chinese school, okay, in primary school, we never learn this. So when we go to secondary school, I have to learn the name and I have to relate to the English or BM. It's something new to you. Why waste more steps when you can just cut off that step and go straight to your BM or English version? Okay, my point is you master the language used in the subject of mathematics. Okay, you master the language used in the subject of mathematics. And no one will translate for you in the exam. Okay, if you go for the BM or the English tuition in maths or science, the teacher will tend to translate to you so that you are able to understand. You are able to understand what is asked in the question. So you're able to do, and you're very happy. Wow, I learned in the tuition center. I learned better in the school. But when you come to exam, you are alone. Your teacher won't translate for you. Okay, so you learn in that language itself. Because the solution of maths or solution of the way you write, the working in mathematics is fixed. It's fixed. It won't be like something very you have to use the new vocab in. No. But to understand the question, kamu kena fahamkan soalan sendiri, terutamanya semasa SPM atau peperiksaan. Okay, you cannot bring your tuition teacher to translate. Okay, can you help me to translate? I don't understand. You cannot lah. Okay, so that is the mindset that I want all of you to have. I want all of you to have. It's not easy for your first 3 months or 4 months, but if you are persistent and perseverance in your learning in that language, sama ada kamu dapat non-DLP atau DLP, learn in that language, trust me, you will excel. You will excel. For those who can always get it right, but they are not learning in that language, SPM, tak tahu lah. Okay? All right. Now, this one is the SPM type of question. Now, SPM question tapi diuji perimeter. Perimeter is 周长, luas area, 面积, 还有体积. So all these things you learn in primary school, right? In secondary school, your form 1, you're going to learn this again. Of course, there are more shapes lah. There are more shapes. Can you see that? They don't give you the direct question that, okay, what is the area? What is the area of the shaded region? Yeah, that one okay lah. All right, so you've got to read yourself. Now, when you read, right, actually there is a technique to solve this kind of question. Mathematics is very easy. We are extracting information from the question by translating the sentence. Now, I'm not saying translate BM to Chinese or English to Chinese. When I say translate, okay, when I say translate, we translate the mathematical sentence into mathematical equation. We change words in mathematics symbol. Let me tell you this, those who study maths, major in maths like me, okay, I can say that we are very lazy one. Maths people are very lazy. You are allowed to lazy. Why? Let me tell you this, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are very lazy. We don't have to study. We do a lot of practice every day, but we don't study. Okay. And how do we study? Like this, for all x in set m, x are integer. Okay, you may not understand what it is. It doesn't really matter. I just want to tell you, maths people, when we copy notes, right? We don't copy words, we use symbol. For all x in, for all x in set m, x are integer. Integer. Yeah, that's all. We do like this. But of course, in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, you are not learning this lah. This is what I did in my university time. Okay, I major in mathematics. So we are so lazy. Look at my notes, the full page full of this symbol. When I have senior want to borrow, not senior, I mean classmate want to borrow my notes, right? Tak faham lah nota saya sebab I'm so lazy to write in words. I don't write words. I get information in math symbol. Okay, so you have to read the question and get the meaning out of it. All right, now, for example, like this, diagram 5 shows an upright cylinder J. Okay, so rajah 5 menunjukkan sebuah silinder tegak. Okay, dengan isi padu 12.320. So it's a very straightforward sentence, isn't it? Okay, very straightforward sentence. Next, sebuah silinder tegak K dikeluarkan daripada silinder J. Understood, right? Right? And then diberi tinggi silinder J ialah blah, blah, blah. All this thing you got to read yourself. When you're so used to people translate for you, you become lazy to read. Really, a lot of students look at the question so long, they straight away tell me, teacher, I don't understand. I don't translate for them. I ask them to read sentence by sentence. Every end of one sentence, I ask, do you understand? Yes, understand. Second sentence, finish reading. I ask, did you understand? Yes, understand. Finish every sentence. I ask, do you understand? Understand. Finish the whole question. I ask him or ask her, so do you know how to do now? Yes, teacher. So what is the problem with the students? Masalahnya pelajar malas nak baca soalan. Itu sebab pelajar kata, saya tak faham apa yang cikgu saya ajar di sekolah. Sebab dia tengok soalan pun dia tak nak cuba. Dia terus cakap saya tak faham sebab cikgu sekolah tak tahu mengajar. I have to go to tuition. The Mandarin, the teacher who teach in Mandarin will teach me how to do, and I understand better. No. Don't give yourself that kind of situation. It doesn't help you in the long run. Okay? Now next, okay? How do we show the proper working? This one very, very important. Okay? Now I only show a few easy chapter lah, like this, yeah? Like this, yeah? Now maybe you come from the SJKC background. Your teacher say, okay, you got to show your working like this. 要有横式、直式和达，对不对？ Okay, you do like this. You must show at the side. You must show at the side. Cannot see my pen. Where's my pen? Okay, you must show this. -7 times -2. So 7 times 2 is 14. Negative become positive. Then you write like this, 14. And then plus. Plus and minus become -4. Then you have to show here 14 minus 4. Then the answer is 10. Or you don't show this. You straight away use this, and then you give my answer 10. I tell you, in SPM, maybe your answer 1 mark lah, but the marking scheme will be such a way that kamu ada K1, N1. K stand for what? Kerja. Jalan kerja. Lepas tu baru dapat nilai. So kalau tak ada kerja, tak ada nilai. You understand? You get kono. That means 0 marks. This one is not considered a proper working to us. No. 只是不重要. Okay? The vertical working is only helping. It's not everything. What are we looking for? We are looking for your horizontal working. Horizontal working, please. So you have to learn to write horizontal working. So what do I do? First of all, I have to do the multiplication first. You haven't learned the negative and positive stuff. I just want to show you the correct step to show your working. This one you can copy down. Okay, later when your teacher in school teach you, you can refer how to write your working properly. Don't give me that kind of 直视, the vertical working, sorry, we don't look at it. And then a lot of students, yeah, especially coming from Chinese school, I have to be frank, because I teach from SK, from SMK, a lot coming from SJK and SK. I noticed that SJKC student got this problem. You don't know how to show working. You don't know how to show working, and that will affect you very badly when you come to chapter 6 of your form 1. And then you start to, why your maths become very, very bad. Okay, why? Later I explain to you why. So you do like this. Let me come back to the Chinese, the SJKC school students style. You do like this. Okay, and then 14. And then they write 14 minus 4, 10. But they do their working like this. And then they say, okay, teacher, this is the working. You see, I underline double. Hey, hello. No. Very messy. Very messy. You want us to see from which side? This side first. This side. And some students, they do labeling. Okay lah. This is only work for your chapter 1 and 2. I still can allow you to do like this. But when you come to 3, 4, 5, 6 and onwards, sorry, this one doesn't work anymore. Okay? If you continue to do like this, it will affect your future, the topic that you are going to learn. Okay, so tak boleh buat macam ni. Kita buat equal sign. Now, equal sign in mathematics, it's very, very important, and it has significant meaning. Ya, tanda persamaan mempunyai maksud yang sangat penting. Tak boleh pakai sewenang-wenangnya. You like to put here equal, that equal, no. Every line, listen to what I say. Give yourself this habit. Every line, you only allow one equation. You cannot write like this, negative 14, okay, and then minus 4, and then equals to 10. No. One line, two equation, no. No. Okay? Cannot. Why cannot? Later, when you go to inequalities, you will learn why is it not allowed. Okay? Or you learn in equation, you will understand why is it cannot. Okay? Or you can put here. You put here equals to 14 minus 4, and then the answer is 10. That's all. Okay? You put this. You don't put here also can. You don't want to double line here. Yes, can. Okay, to show your final answer. Okay, you want a double line like this, double line like this, up to you. Okay, or put a streak there. Okay, fine. But you need to show working like this. Marks will be given. Okay, you multiply. So K1 here, nilai terakhir, and 1 here. 2 marks. That's how you get. Next, this one. So we got to do the multiplication and divide first. Okay, kita ada petua board mass. In primary school, you also learn petua board mass, which is 先乘除后加减，括号里面先解决。Okay, bracket in order, division, multiplication from left to right, addition and subtraction do last but from left to right. Okay, that is the parenthesis rule, petua board mass. Kita kena buat darab dan bahagi dulu. Oh, sorry. Kita kena buat dalam kurungan dulu. Lepas tu kita ikut susunan dari kiri ke kanan. Kita buat division multiplication first. Lepas tu addition and subtraction next. So for this one, we have to do this one. Now, in secondary school, fraction, division means fraction. So this one, I can also write like this. Easy to see, huh? I can write 8 divided by -4. Negative and negative give you positive 2. And 1 up, 1 down is division. So divide by 4, you have 2. So 2 over -1 is -2. Okay? And then plus 2. So you got 0. So this is how we answer the question. Understand? So same thing goes to this part as well. You got to do the division first. So how do we do the division? We write division, yeah, in secondary school. You write the division using fraction way. Okay, equals 42 minus -16 divided by -8. Okay, then negative become positive. So you're left with 42 minus 2. Then you get 40. Please don't do like this. I tell you, a lot of students, they do like this. Don't do this. You do like this. Okay, can I erase this? I erase this one first. Student do like how? Dia buat macam ni. Dia kata, cikgu saya buat divide dululah. Saya buat divide dulu. Lepas tu saya dapat 2 di sini. Dan lepas tu saya ambil 42. Tolak 42. And then become 40. Wrong. Why is it wrong? That's why I said tanda persamaan tidak boleh digunakan sesuka hati. Okay, you cannot simply use equation. In maths, equation means equal. Whatever you write here must be equals to the line above. Whatever you write next must be equals to the line above. Isn't it this one is only this part? How can the question that has 42 now disappear? They doesn't equal. They don't equal at all. Understand? So nothing appear and disappear the moment you write the equal sign. So this is called the concept of equation. The concept of equation. So right from Form 1, you must have the concept of equation that is correct. No one tell you this. Actually, I see a lot of students, nobody tell them the equation is very important. You cannot simply write. You cannot, the number appear and disappear suddenly because you are changing the question. You may argue, teacher, correct. My answer is correct, same as yours. But in terms of maths, it is wrong because you don't have the concept of equation. It is totally wrong. I won't give you marks for this. Okay? I mean, your teacher also won't give you marks for this as well. You don't do like this. You may get it. You may get the answer for this kind of question. But when we come to higher level question, sorry, it doesn't work this way. So build your habit correctly right from the beginning. Okay, kita kena ada kebiasaan yang betul. Okay, yang betul dari titik permulaan. Jangan cuba betulkan konsep yang salah semasa peperiksaan atau sudah hampir peperiksaan barulah kamu memperbetul konsep yang salah kamu. No, it doesn't work that way. Because you're so used to it already, you will continue your mistake in the exam. So always do the right thing from the start. And this is where you have to get used yourself. Membiasakan kamu sendiri semasa menunjukkan persamaan yang betul. Okay, so same thing goes to number 4. We cannot show like this. Teacher, you say show working. Well, I show already. I show like this. And then I got 20. Then I take 7 plus 20, 20. Then I got 27. Okay. If you write like this, I erase this part. Without the equation, without this equation, then in Form 1, you are right. Can. This one can. This one can. You see? I didn't write the equation, which means the 7 plus 20 doesn't equals to 20. You can do this, but not right. Why? Form 1, you may get it. But when we come to Form 2, Form 3, when equation that involve X, Y, Z, then you can't do like this anymore. Okay, when we come to the chapter of equation, persamaan, sorry, the concept here, you got to learn again. You have to learn how to write. So might as well you start from the beginning. Start from the beginning, get the right habit. The habit is like this. One equation in one line. You do the multiplication first. So the 7 you have not used, right? Copy. And then -5 times -4 is 20. Understand? So maths is like this. From one line to another line, the value never change. They just change how it looks. So it's now 7 plus 20, I got 27. Understand? Right? Now, this one first about, okay. The one with the bracket have to be done first. The one with the bracket. Now, this one also have bracket, what? The number 5 also have bracket, but inside bracket only one number. Can't do anything. So we have to open up the bracket lah. Okay, I have to do the division first. Okay, when we need to do the division first, don't create bracket out, underline. Okay, underline. That means we got to do this one first. So 10 haven't used, copy. -20 divided by -2, you got positive. So every single terms, you treat them separate things. Just put in the final answer. That is 10. And then plus and minus. Inside bracket cannot do. Open the bracket. Plus and minus become minus. You don't understand this part, never mind. You go to Form 1, you will learn it again. And then from here, you can go straight to 10 plus 10 minus 5. You can go straight to the final answer. Do you need to show 20 minus 5? You want to show also can. You don't want to show also can. No marks will be given anyway. Okay? And number 8, you see this bracket? I have to do whatever inside the bracket first. So the one outside, haven't used, copy. -6 times. Inside this square bracket have to be done first. It is 12 minus 2. Open up the bracket. And then this one negative become positive. So always settle the sign first. Then we're going to do the multiplication first. But inside the bracket, have to be solved. Haven't used the -6, copy. Times 10. This one have to be done first. Okay. Next, -6 times 10 is -60. Now you can use calculator here, but normally for the first 3 chapters, try to use mental calculation first. Don't depend too much on calculator. Yeah. -60 plus 5, different sign, find the difference, follow the big boss. You will learn that later. But my point is show proper working. Some of the working can skip because it won't give you any further marks. Okay. But this one, we need to see this, and then you got this. And equal sign, every line only one. Okay. Next is the fraction. Now, I know in primary school, you learn fraction differently when you come to secondary school. Your teacher will tell you that, okay, we settle the 整数, the whole number first. We settle the whole number first. Okay, we plus or we minus, then fraction with fraction. Correct or not? Yes. In secondary school, sorry, don't do that. Don't do that. Why? Because you'll be dealing with negative number. So let me tell you this. If you have, let's say, 3 and 1 over 2, 1 over 3, if minus 1 and 2 over 3, let's say. Maybe I make it bigger. 2 over 3, and then this one is 1 over 3. So your teacher said, oh, we take 3 minus 1, right? Then we take 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3. We do it separately, correct or not? So your answer is 2 and 1 over 3. See, so fast, we got the answer already. But the moment I change this to negative, the whole situation will be different. Are you going to do like this? -3 minus 1. and then 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3, then you are wrong because that is not the answer. Then you say, oh, teacher, the answer is negative 4 and 1 over 3. It's wrong. It's wrong. Why? Because this is a negative number. You must remember that the 2 over 3 is also negative. And when negative put together, it becomes plus. I mean, the sum is like adding. So you should have a whole one here. The answer is negative 5 altogether. So totally no. So for that, my advice to you is, whenever you see mixed number, change to improper fraction. Change to improper fraction. Okay? Right? So we have half. Now I'm changing, I'm not doing anything. So the rest that I'm not using, I got to change it. I got to copy it. So plus and minus, so we have minus. This one changed to improper fraction. We will have 9 over 4. Negative, negative become positive. 3 over 8. Okay? Then after that, find the lowest common multiple. 同分. Everything, change it to 8. Now, when everything changed to 8, you just need to write one time. I don't need you to write, okay, change to 8 is times 4. Yeah? This one times 2. I don't need you to write 4 over 8 minus 18 over 8 plus 3 over 8. No need. We encourage students to save the trouble. 4 minus 18 plus 3. After all, the denominator is the same. Why you want to write so many times? Write one time is good enough. Understand? Don't write so many times. Save your ink. Save your time. Then we take 4 minus 18 plus 3. Okay, 4 minus 18 plus 3, you have negative 11 altogether. You can go straight to the final answer. Yeah, negative 11 over 8. And you can leave your answer like this. You don't have to change to mixed number. No need. You can leave your answer in improper fraction. Okay, so right. I think that's all I want to share lah. The proper working. This is what I meant. Okay, any questions so far? Almost come to end already.
Yes, I have a very big question.
Okay, what's your question?
Why so hard?
It's okay. You find that it's difficult is because you haven't learned. Your teacher will teach you how to deal with positive and negative. That is not the objective of today's class. I'm not here to teach you what is positive, what is negative. When you take positive plus negative, what will happen? No, that's not my objective. My objective is to show you how to show proper working. And with the moment you use the equation, okay, it is you must understand the meaning behind it. To mathematician, yeah, or those who major maths like us, the maths teacher, the equation, it's like something very important. Okay, something very important. You don't simply use it. You don't simply use. That's a rule of using. Okay. The detail your school teacher will teach you, and I need you to observe your teacher. How your teacher show working in the class, because that is the proper way to show your working that fulfill the marking scheme in SPM. Ya, semasa cikgu mengajar dalam kelas, jalan kerja yang ditunjukkan, kamu berilah perhatian. Okay, yang jalan kerja itu, ya, jalan kerja yang dibenarkan akan diberi markah dalam SPM atau dalam ujian akhir sesi akademik kamu lah. Kita ada skema permarkahan. So everything will follow the marking scheme. So you have to observe your teacher, how your teacher show working, and copy lah. Copy from there. Jangan buat cara sendiri. Sorry, jangan buat cara sendiri. Kamu sampai sekolah menengah, cara cikgu buat macam mana, kamu buat. Okay? There is a meaning behind it. Unless someone, also secondary level, they also tell you, we can actually do the other way. You can actually do this way, and it's acceptable in a marking scheme. Then you choose whichever way that you like. That is easy for you. In maths, remember, there is no fast way or slow way. To some of the students, ayah, kenapa tunjuk jalan kerja panjang macam ni? Senang saja, 2 garis saya dapat jawapan. That one is for that student. For you, if you skip a lot of steps and you tend to make careless mistake, that fast way is not your way. No way is the slow way. The way that you are familiar is your way, is the fast way to you. Understand? Sometimes, I always say this lah, slow is fast, fast is slow. I see a lot of students, they want to do fast, cikgu saya nak dapat jawapan cepat. Ayalah, kamu dapat jawapan cepat tapi jawapan salah. Okay? Jawapan salah. So, what for? So I say, fast becomes slower. Cannot get the answer, you have to do one more time. But your friend do 2 lines more than you, always get the right answer. That is called slow is fast. You understand? All right. Okay, these are the other fraction question. The most important thing is always change to improper fraction. Why? Plus and minus, you may want to stick it to mixed number. But when we come to divide and multiply, right? We need to change, definitely need to change to improper fraction. Maybe let me just show you one question here. Okay, number 8. Huh? So when we do this, hey, I cannot find my pen. Okay, unplug a while. Okay, go back. Something is wrong. Okay, here. So this one, first step, I always change to improper fraction. So I copy first. I haven't started solving it. Maths is like this. You haven't used it, you copy it. 7 over 5. Okay, negative negative become positive. 5 over 6. Divide 5 over 4. So what did I do here? I copy everything. The only thing is I change how it looks. I change how it looks. The value is still the same. Okay, what's next? We have to do now plus, we do last. We have to do the multiplication and division first. So I have 2 brackets. Don't create your own bracket. We always use underline. Yeah, why later? If got chance, maybe you will see the question. The moment you put bracket, you change the question. Cannot. So the safest is always put underline. Okay. Then when we multiply, up and down can be simplified. Always simplify first before you multiply. So we have negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2. No need to show negative 2 times 1. Okay, this is not primary school. No need to show this. Just go straight to the answer. Yet you cannot use calculator to give me the answer. Because this kind of question, I think they will award 3 marks. That means you cannot give me final answer right away. You have to show your working. So the answer for this is negative 2 over 5. Okay, done with this. Plus, I got to do this. Now, I cannot do divide, but we can always do the multiplication. So we got to change to multiply. And the fraction that follow, we go upside down. Why is it upside down? Later you will learn. I just show you what to do. Why do we need to change to improper fraction? And then we got to simplify before we multiply. Why? When we simplify, the number that we deal is smaller. When we deal with smaller number, we make less careless mistake. This is the tips to do the fraction question. And then from here, you may use calculator, but if the marks is a lot, then you got to show the working. So I find the lowest common multiple, times 3 here, times 3 up there, times 5 here, times 5 up there. So we have negative 10 plus, sorry, not negative 10, negative 3. Sorry, earlier, negative 6. Negative 6. That's why your handwriting also have to be very clear to you. Otherwise, you read wrongly. Okay, negative 6 and then plus 10. Okay, so we have 4 over 15. That's the answer. Okay, you don't do like me. I have 2 equal sign in one line because I don't have space. By right, I should write equals 4 over 15. Underneath every line, you align your equal sign. That is the neat way. Kemas, kerja yang kemas juga akan membantu. Okay, otherwise your exam paper, the marker look at your paper, wow, so messy. I have to find where your working is, where is your answer. Maybe you got the question right, also dia tak nampak. Okay, sebab sangat marah. Tu menjejaskan emosi dia. Mungkin dia sudah bergaduh dengan dia punya suami ke atau isteri. Dia nak tengok kamu punya kertas jawapan. Ayo, macam cakar ayam. Okay? Sini tulis sikit, sana tulis sikit. Tak ada mata nak tengok. So, no mood. Dia bukan sengaja. They're not doing that on purpose, cannot. But somehow, emotionally, affect their judgment also. They may not see your correct step. Okay? Maybe you're working slightly different from the marking scheme, but your working is still correct. So the marker need to judge, correct or not. How do you get this? He or she must have the patience to try to interpret your working. So you have to start showing need working from Form 1 onwards. Jangan sampai SPM baru nak tunjukkan jalan kerja yang kemas, yang boleh dibaca, bukan cakap ayam. Sorry, no time. Because habit is already habit. Kalau sudah jadi kebiasaan, you think you can change it. Yeah, you may change it during the exam, but then it will take you longer time to write the same thing. Then time become the factor. Okay, time become a factor because dalam peperiksaan, kita ada masa. So by then you want to right your wrong, you take longer time to solve a question. Then at the end of the day, tak ada masa nak habiskan kertas soalan itu. So all the habit must start correctly from Form 1 onwards. So Form 1 is very important. So this fraction of things, you go to school, pay attention to your school teacher, observe how they solve, because that is the right way. Okay? All right, these are others decimal, so I'm not going through this. Okay. I just give you a very simple question, yeah. Why you are on your own during the exam. No one will do the translation for you. And why you need to write a proper equation, because the moment you write wrongly, it will somehow take a longer time to see the relation. Okay, so rajah berikut menunjukkan dua buah segi empat tepat P dan Q. Okay, two quadrilateral, not rectangle. Yeah, we don't call this rectangle. We just call it quadrilateral, 四边形. Even though this is rectangle, but in exam we say quadrilateral. Okay, you cannot just look at the diagram and then start solving. No, you read the question. Every question there is a meaning behind it. You got to read. Now, diberi jumlah luas kedua-dua segi empat tepat ialah ni. Given that the total area. So you see the total area, you may not know how to start, but over here the total area P plus Q, or you write like this lah. Now in secondary school, A stands for area of P plus area of Q means equal 285. You see how I do the translation from sentence into mathematical symbol? And it's very easy to see, rather than you leave your information in long sentence like that. Now, then you ask yourself, how do I find area in the first place? Do you know what's area? 面积。怎么样找面积? How do you find area? I want to see how many of you still remember. How do you find area? Eva? Lupa. Hayo. Anybody? How do you find area?
The bottom side. I don't know.
Never mind, wait for your friend to answer in the chat. I want to see how many of you know how to find area. Which means what you learn in primary school, in secondary school, you're going to see this. You're going to see this in chapter 8 of chapter 9. Yes, chapter 8 of chapter 9. So, children, how do you find area?
Wait, no.
Yes, correct. Length times width. 长乘宽. Okay? 长乘宽. Length times width. Which one is length? So for P, we just take the 20 times with the x. No need to write cm, no need. Okay, let me tell you, in secondary school, when both sides are already in the same unit, you don't have to write like this. Let me just tell you one cruel thing. Okay, some of the things that you learn in school, you really have to relearn it lah. Okay, you don't have to write like this. You don't have to write xcm times 20 cm, okay, plus 17 cm times 5 cm, then equals to 285 cm square. No need. We don't involve unit in equation. This is called equation. What is equation? Apa itu persamaan? Sama. Kamu samakan yang sebelah kiri dengan sebelah kanan. Dia mestilah unit yang sama, barulah kita samakan dia dalam satu line. Betul tak? So why bother to write the cm square? In equation, we don't see unit one. No need to write unit. Okay, no need to write unit. So let's erase the unit. I cannot tahan when I see the student write like this. I say, why? You're so hardworking to write all this unit. No need. Because both must be cm square, then only you write them in equation. They must be equal. If they are not equal, you got to change so that they are equal. So why bother to write cm? Write so many times cm. Kamu ada banyak masa. Alright, no need. So x times 20, 20x. 17 times 5 is 85. Okay, equals 285. This is an equation, yeah? Then you want to find 20x. The things that you want to find, you leave it on the left-hand side. The things that you don't want, you bring it to the other side. And when you minus, you get 200. You don't have to show 285 minus 85. No need. Go straight to the answer because that one considers simple calculation to us. You just take 85 minus 85. You don't have to show me, okay? And then x equals to 10. Show the final answer. Okay? Hey, cannot see my pen here. X equals to 200 divided by 20, 10. Okay? We found the value of x. Let's say this question is 3 marks, yeah? How does the 3 marks come about? First, I see you take x times 20 or 17 times 5, you get 1 mark. Okay, next, I see you add them together equals to 285, another 1 mark. And final answer, 1 mark. Now, all this thing, you need to show me 285 minus 85. Otherwise, your marks will be minus. Sorry, no marks given anyway. But you still need to show this. You still need to show this. Okay, maybe this line. Yeah, this line when you add together. Yeah, this line is K1. You still need to show this to get your second marks. Then after that, in between, you rearrange. Okay, final answer. I want to see this lah. So in detail, no need to show anymore. Okay, so this is how you get your 3 marks. So you need to know the marking scheme to know that what steps need to be shown, what step you can just save your breath. Save your ink, save your ink. No need to write so many things. 3 marks only. So your working would depend on your marks as well. They are in proportion. Okay? So far, any question? So a lot of things you have to relearn, yeah? Yes. Writing equation, we don't have to write cm. Even you want to write money, finding money, you can choose not to write RM. No marks will be deducted. Okay, let's say you want RM. Let's say RM. Yeah, where's my pen? I cannot see my pen now. Need to change the writing pad already. Let's say I want you to find the cost of living. Let's say they give you every day, your parents give you how much? Let's say your parents give you 10 ringgit and then you use up 250 to buy a bowl of noodles, and then you use the 1 ringgit to buy junk food, yeah, and then you use maybe 5 ringgit to buy something else. You don't have to write RM10 minus RM250 minus RM1 minus RM5. No need. Write one time is good enough. Then RM something. What if you don't write RM? Okay, let's say you don't write RM. And then your final answer, cost of living is an RM. You write one more time. Cost is RM, whatever answer. Marks won't be deducted here. And the marks will be given for your horizontal working. Don't show me 10 minus 2.5. Show me like this, become 750. And then minus 1 ringgit. Becomes 650. And then minus 5 ringgit. And then become what? 150. And then the answer is 150. Sorry, this one, in secondary school, we don't look at it. No need. You don't need to show this. You have calculator. Why are you want to show me this? I want to see horizontal working. No vertical working. Vertical working you can show. That is for assistant only. You show or you don't show, no extra marks will be given. Understand? Unless it's the division of decimal and you're not allowed to use calculator. But now I think Form 1, they allow calculator to be used. Some of the school, because they want to train the student, Form 1, you're not allowed to use calculator. Then the working like this, you can you can use this one to help you, or you can straight away give the final answer. They won't question you. Hey, how do you get the answer? Hey, mental calculation cannot. We allow mental calculation. The only thing is this one cannot. Okay, like this. Let's say 4.5. Let's say I want to divide by 0.3. I do like this, 45 divide by 3, then equals to 15. Like this also can. You don't have to show 45 divide by 3, 3, 1, 3, 15, 3, 5. Sorry. No marks will be given for this. You show like this is good enough because we expect you to do the simplification. 3, 1, 3. Remainder is 1, 1 and 5, 5. So you can show your working like this. Understand? No need to show the vertical working. All right, only when the number is very difficult. How difficult? Like this. 12.562 and then divided by, I also don't know what to divide. Let's say divide by 23 lah. Okay, and then this one, yes, 12.562. If calculator is not allowed, then you got to show this to assist you to get the final answer. Understand? Okay, but if it is 12.562 divided by 2, I can write like this, 12.562 divided by 2. I can simplify like this. 2, 6, 12. 2, 2, 4, 16. 2, 8, 16. 2, 1, 2. So the answer is 6.281 without showing the vertical working. No need to show the vertical working because we are dividing with 2. 2 is a simple number. We can do simplification directly onto the fraction. Understand? No need to show this. So, conclusion. Horizontal working is important. You must learn to show horizontal working. Understand? You need to learn to show horizontal working. 直视不重要，横视才重要。Okay? No need no need to write answer here. No need. Horizontal working until the end. We know that's your answer already. You don't have to jawab X ialah apa. No need lah. Okay, don't do that. No need. Yeah. I teach SK student before because I myself never learned in SK. You see, I study in SGKC. My girl are all in my children are all in SGKC. So when I teach the SK student maths, right, I said maybe you need to do 横式直式打. Then the student told me, teacher, no need. My teacher say no need. Then only I realized actually I know that secondary school we don't need 3. We don't need horizontal working, vertical working, and answer. We don't need to do that. Okay, so I thought maybe primary school is different lah. So when I teach the SK student, I also say, I think you have to write this because maybe the marking scheme is different. Then my student said, no, teacher. Then I look at his exam paper. It's true. It is only horizontal that does matter. That is why for our student from SJKC, you really have to change the way you answer the problem sum. Vertical working is not so important. Horizontal is horizontal. So you must be able to show horizontal working. Okay? Now, our last part. Okay, last part. What is HOTS? High order thinking skill. Apakah itu kemahiran beraras tinggi? Okay, a lot of students look at the question, ayah, got HOTS, got KBAT, ayah, very difficult, very difficult. You are right when you think it's difficult. When you say it's easy, you are also right that you think that it's easy. Actually, it's easy lah. Okay. Now, high order thinking question doesn't mean that it is hard. Okay. Okay. It's not hard at all. It is not hard at all. Okay. Now, how do we solve the HOTS question? The HOTS question require you to think. Think means you have to understand the question, memahami masalah dalam perenggan yang diberikan. Okay, that is the reason we have this KSSR and KSSM. We want to train the teacher to be able to solve problem, because in our daily life, right, we have a lot of problem. So if you're not used to sort out your issue one by one, then you cannot survive in the daily life. So all this need training. So how do we train you? Through the high order thinking skill lah. But maybe some of the people, they mistaken that, oh, HOTS bermaksud mesti susah. Soalan mesti buat sesusah-susahnya untuk menyusahkan semua orang, termasuk cikgu. A lot of HOTS question, a lot of teacher cannot do one, I mean, in SPM lah, we do have a lot of HOTS question. Teacher also cannot do. Apalah. HOTS doesn't mean difficult. HOTS requires student to use a lot of skill that you have learned to solve the problem in whether mathematics or science or other subjects. That is HOTS. Okay? Now, so you got to understand, of course, you master the basic concept. In maths, you have to master the basic concept. Bukan terus buat guna formula saja. Kena faham usul asal formula. Macam mana kita dapat formula ini? Kalau kamu faham macam mana dia tukar soalan, dia twist the question, you are able to solve it. Okay, and then you apply the mathematical knowledge in the problem solving, and one of the HOTS, right, require you to make decision and give justification. You got to explain why is it so, who is better, which investment is more lucrative, or who is wiser, something like that. Okay, now this is the HOTS question. It looks very long, right? Of course, because we have Duolingual. So what you do is you read and extract the information out. Now, for example, like this. What is that? Very long question. Don't get panic. Do sentence by sentence. Yeah, do sentence by sentence. You want me to do BM or English? I can demonstrate both, but both are the same thing. Okay. Sharifah mendapat 200 mata. Bukan mata, eyes, points. You have Duolingual in exam. And kertas peperiksaan, 2 bahasa akan diberikan. So no issue. You look at the BM, tak faham. You look at English, tak faham. Okay, sorry lah, cannot help you. All right. But then if there is contradiction in information, always refer to the perenggan yang atas. Kalau perenggan atas ialah BM, kamu ikutlah BM. Sekarang BM di atas, so kita ikut BM. Maksud saya, kalau Sharifah mendapat 200 mata di sini, tapi di bawah dia tulis Sharifah gets 250 points, then you use 200. You use 200. Okay? Unless you never notice up there, you use this one, they will also give you the correct answer, because the error is in the question itself. So they will give you the marks based on the information in the English version. They would not give bonus, yeah, for the daddy mommy who sit beside, yeah. During our time, right, if the question got error, they will give bonus to everybody. You correct, you wrong, also you get bonus marks for that. Now no more. Now no more. Okay. Kamu dapat 200 based on 200. Kalau kamu dapat 250 berdasarkan perenggan, berdasarkan soalan, the jawapan will be based on the 250. They won't give bonus. If you don't know, sorry lah, no marks, no bonus anymore. Okay. So if jika passing a quiz, okay, jika lulus sesuatu quiz dapat 200, kalau gagal kehilangan 50. So we extract the information out. Yeah, don't just let the information rest in the perenggan itself. So if lulus, kita dapat 200. If gagal, kita hilang. Hilang maksudnya kita minus 50 lah. Okay, so done translating the first sentence. This is what I mean, sentence by sentence. Okay, next. Dia menjawab 5 quiz dan gagal dalam 3 quiz. So lulus, okay, altogether 5, gagal 3, maksudnya lulus 2. Okay, bagi setiap quiz yang lulus, dia mendapat tambahan mata, extra marks, 1/5, sebanyak 1/5 daripada. Nah, daripada dalam perkataan matematik ialah darab. Okay, 1/5 of in maths means times. That's how we do the translation. For the lulus, yeah, for the one that we pass, we will have the additional. I cannot see my pen. Okay, we will have the additional of 1/5 of the marks, which is 200 for every single quiz that you pass. So how many points does she have after taking the 5 quizzes? So based on this, the total marks that she get, will be 2. Okay, let me just do here. How do we show the working here? You must write the subject, yeah. You have to learn to write the subject. Mesti ada perkara apa yang kamu cari. Because when you go to form 4, form 5, the working will be very long. Especially if you take the admats, you may need 1 full pages to do 1 question. And there are so many things that you need to find. So if you don't write the perkara, right, you don't know, where is the thing that I just found? You cannot find it. So you must have the habit to write down what you are looking for. Okay, habit, I'm talking about habit. So the total marks will be 2 pass quiz. Okay, 2 quiz that she passed, she will get 200, sorry, 200. Okay, and also the additional of the 1/5 marks. This is for 1 quiz that passed, right? And she passes in 2 quizzes. And we got to plus 3 times of negative 50 because minus 50 marks. So we plus the negative part. So we can do this at one go. Now we have to do 1/5. 1/5 is, you can simplify it here. No need to show how you get that. So we have 2 times of 240. 3 times positive 3 times negative 50 is negative 150. So we have 480 minus 150. Then our answer, wait a minute. We have 5 quizzes. And losers. Oh, she has 550 points initially. I forgot about that. Okay, then we have to add. I cannot see my pen. Wait, oh, it's over here. Yeah, let me just adjust a little bit. You see, we also make mistake. The mistake is I haven't finished reading the question. Oh, very happily start doing. Okay, she has 580 marks initially. So add on to the 5 quizzes here. So 580 plus this. So 580 plus 480 minus 150. So this one you can use the calculator. 450, you can minus this one first if you want, or you can just add lah. So 1060 minus 150. So you have 910. That's the answer. Okay? You can do everything at one go like this, or can do separately. You can do separately like this, 200 marks, and then plus additional 1/5, and then you times 2. You can get it here first. But better to show this lah. You can write this down. Then when you go to Form 1, then you can look at this again. Okay? Learn the correct way to show your working. Okay.
How he answer wrong?
Huh? Who?
How he say answer 250?
Okay, so that's all. Any other question? I want to do the summary. You copy this. If you don't copy, you can watch the replay and then pause and then copy this. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. All right, now the tips for you to master maths or science. Okay, you got to read the question sentence by sentence. For those who are, changing the environment from Mandarin environment to BM environment or English environment. Okay, yeah, you got to read the question sentence by sentence. And then from the sentence, ask yourself, do I understand? Yes. And then I continue to read. Because I myself, yeah, when I look at the question like this, you want me to read everything, then start doing. Sorry, I also cannot do that. I cannot. I have to read sentence by sentence, get the information out, then we plan out what to do. Okay? And when I say get the information out, means you jot down lah. Okay, tuliskan maklumat anda dalam bentuk simbol ke mathematical numerical number. It's easier for you to see. Yeah. Okay. And this is what I mean by extract the important mathematical information. Yang tak penting. Okay, mana yang tak penting ah? For example, okay, we go back to the previous slide. Yang maklumat yang tak penting macam ni lah. The following diagram shows two quadrilateral P and Q. Yeah, the following diagram shows two quadrilateral P and Q. Okay, so is there any mathematical information? Not really, only tell you that there are two quadrilateral. Okay, not really important. So move on. Quickly move on. And then given that the total area is this, is there any important information? Yes, very important. Talking about the area and the total area. Jumlah ialah jumlah lah. Jumlah ialah jumlah total. Yeah, add together. So we change this into mathematical symbol. Okay, you want to do it in BM also can, but BM also we use A lah. A for area atau luas. But A is more internationally recognized symbol for area. So we use A. And when I say internationally, if I go to Japan, I show them A equals to 5, they will know what is A. I'll draw this one, then I write A equals to 5. They know what is A. This is called internationally recognized symbol. Yeah. So you write down area plus area. You cannot write area plus area. Area of what? Area of what? Area of P plus area of Q. And for area of P, you write down length times width. Okay. Area of Q, length times width, and then rearrange your equation. Maths, the fun part is we are actually doing translating from sentence to mathematical symbol. Next, rearranging our equation. Plus become minus, minus become plus, times becomes divide, divide become times, and vice versa. You will understand this when you go to Form 1. The point is, read your question sentence by sentence, extract the important information at the end of every sentence. Okay? At the end of every sentence. Not finish reading, then only you try to arrange what other information I have. No. As you read, write down. As you read, write down. Only write down the part that has mathematical information. Then after that, apply your mathematical knowledge. What does it mean? If it is area, ask yourself, how do I find area in the first place? If it is perimeter, okay, how do I find perimeter in the first place? Things like this. Okay. All right. Now, of course, there are a lot of YouTube channels that you can search for any topic that you want to master it. Okay. Yeah, I do teach, but I don't post everything. Yeah, I only post the one that is really, really a lot of students cannot do, and I have to explain. I actually mostly do it for my own student. I don't want to say the same thing so many times. So I create the video. I ask them to go to the YouTube channel and search for the things. And my video is in English and in PM lah. Okay. For Form 1, you can go to the playlist. For Form 1, Form 2, very little. Okay, very little. I only post the one that is sort of like important. Wait, let me see. Hey, where's my playlist?
First one,
Maybe home. Okay, this is the Form 5. This is the book that I published. I also don't have time to finish it. Okay, the Form 1, I only have 2. Okay, one is the main playlist. One is the set. That is the chapter, I think the last chapter, because set is pretty new. So I create this, like I got in both languages, BM and English. Okay. Another one that is important is this one, geometrical construction. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. I just go to the playlist first. So geometrical construction is more on how to use the protractor, how do you use the compasses to construct the square? Because I understand this one when we do in a classroom, right? Because I teach in SMK in JB before, it's very difficult. I have to call all the students to forward group by group to show them how I use the compasses. So this video, everybody can see lah, how to construct. The detail doesn't really show in the textbook. That's why I create this one. This one only when by the time you need it lah. So far you don't need it yet. And how do we hold the compasses? There is also technique behind. You don't hold at the top there because it will affect the length. The length will you will run out a bit of the actual length unless you tighten your compasses. Okay, so this one will show you the detail lah. All right. Other than that, no. Unless you personally you have question, you can leave message. Then I look at the question. I find that it's quite a challenge, and I feel that I worth to show. Then I will show that. I will post it in Google Classroom. Sorry, in YouTube. But so far I don't. Why? Because I need something more challenging than when I show in YouTube. Not so challenging one, I won't show. I feel that that one you can obtain it from your school teacher. Unless you really cannot, then yes. But I do more for the Form 2 and the Form 3 because Form 2, there is one topic that is very important. But there are other YouTube channel in the YouTube, you can find it. I just want to give the advice that is, if the channel is explaining in the language that you are learning, I think that will be good. But don't depend. If you really need the Chinese version, you only allow yourself to do for the first 3 months. You really have to set the target. For those who are going to SMK, I still have to stress this. Don't translate. You allow yourself to translate for the first 3 months. After that, you have to set the target. You got to learn in that language itself. Okay, so that's all for my sharing today. Yeah, I actually expect 1 hour plus, so now 2 hours already. So any question? Is there any question that you want to ask? Look at the, yeah.
it's very slow.
Yes. Oi, you're chatting. You're not paying attention. Yeah, finish. Okay, do you have any question? If no question, we shall end our session. Yeah.
Yeah, you see Hongsen.
Never mind. You can watch the replay. Yeah, you can watch the replay and hopefully that help you lah. The mindset, the mindset that you should have for learning maths in secondary school. Okay, don't go there and then culture shock. Ah, how come like this? And then your level of maths getting worse and worse. And then when you have any question, don't feel shy to ask the question in the class. Actually, the class teacher, all the teachers love the student asking question. But you don't ask teacher, can I go to toilet? Teacher, how come you use right hand, not left hand? That count. Not related question, sorry, don't. Teacher love hearing from student asking the question of the topic that he or she is teaching. Okay, and you have any doubt, clear it. Don't wait until the teacher goes so far away already, you're still at the same question, don't understand. Because students are like this, when they are stuck at A, right? They never ask, no, they just look at the A and then ting 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 ting. The teacher already B, already C, already go to D, they are still at A. Therefore they miss the B, C, and D. Actually, no point one. The moment you don't understand, raise up your hand and ask teacher, or write down first what is that you don't understand. You ask teacher after the class. Yeah, the teacher like the student to ask question. Yeah, don't keep quiet. We don't like student when they keep quiet, and then when they ask, right, teacher, I don't understand. Then when the teacher asks, okay, which part you don't understand? Everything. What does it mean by everything? There must be a specific point that is bothering you. You just tell me this part I don't know, therefore the rest I also a little bit blur. You have a specific question, we will help you. You don't tell me everything. The student come back to me say, teacher, I don't understand. What do you don't understand? Everything. Wah, kena marah dulu. What do you mean by everything? You don't even know what you don't know. How do I know what you don't know? Correct or not? So there must be something that is bothering you. So the attitude of learning. Maths is very easy. Especially when you go to Form 4, Form 5. Ayah kacang putih nak dapat A plus senang saja. Tapi sikap mesti betul. Okay? Attitude mesti betul. Any question? If no question, we shall end our session. Yeah, I will see you at the top. Okay, if you are going to SMK, USJ 13, if I'm still in the PIBG, you'll be seeing me lah. But I don't go to Form 2, the afternoon session. I am always in the morning session. Okay, thank you everyone. Iman don't have. USJ 23 don't have VLP. Then you go to 13, no? Yeah, can apply to go to 13. You still have 1 month after the school start, right? You have 1 month if you want to apply to go to DLP, but you don't get DLP. After 1 month, if you still don't get, then you think either you stay in non-DLP or you want to change school, then up to you. But as I said, for the first month, right, a lot of students will come to USJ 13. Okay, and then within that 1 month, some students, they will get the offer from MRSM and Sekolah Asrama Penuh. They will leave, then you have a lot of space to come in. That's what I can share with you. In 13 other school, I don't know. 12 have 7 classes of BLP. USJ 13 only have 3 classes of BLP. Yeah. And then CFU, as I was informed, full DLP, but I know that KPM is doing something. They want to reinforce the circular right from the beginning that every school should have at least 1 non-DLP. So I'm not sure whether CFU will be able to keep their DLP or not. I'm not so sure. You can go to the school and ask. So far, 13 is very good. The teachers are very dedicated. But no matter which environment you go, you yourself is the main factor. Kamu rajin, kamu dapat semua. Okay? Kalau kamu tak rajin, malas, cikgu baik macam mana pun susah lah. Because you are the one who answer the question. Okay? All right, thank you everyone. Thank you. I'll see you. Bye.